Steve and Daniel, one of the co-founders of QuantumPhoenix.com, coming to you from a very warm Maui in July, hence the tank top. I want to talk about a recent, actually it's not that recent, we've been doing it for a few years, treatment called cell-surface receptors, and how that's really impacted what we do. When you're looking at cell-surface receptors, you're really looking at the brain of the cell. And a lot of things can be on the outside of the cell, floating around the body, but they're blocked at that cell wall. They can't get through the cell to do their work. And I was first understanding that when I was dealing with shingles. And you would ask, what does shingles have to do with cell surface receptors? Well, I normally don't get shingles, but after a bad virus, I got some shingles. And so that means there must be something, and a term we use would be, functional anti-shingles factors. There's something that goes through that cell wall that empowers the immune system so I don't get shingles. And all of a sudden I'm getting shingles, so something was blocking it. We found a way to uncover and clear what blocks it. If I get shingles, I can treat it energetically with quantum techniques. The blisters stop immediately. It's usually gone in 24 hours. So that's one example. At the same time, I was having some weight gain and muscle mass loss, and looked at my testosterone levels on blood studies were actually extremely high, but they weren't getting through the cell wall. I found out what was causing that. That had been some man-made things, from being a welder, some metals. It had been some viral fields, it had been some medication I was put on. Once I cleared that, I didn't change my diet or exercise, but I lost about 2 inches on my waist and gained about 1 inch in my arms in about 2 weeks, and I didn't do anything. So this began a new way of looking at things. Every one of you has had the experience of having a bad flu, and you're over the flu, but 3 months later you're still kind of achy and cranky and tired, and what's happening is that flu virus is blocking those cell surface receptors, and we can clear those. So it's opened up a whole new level of healing. Just another example, I worked with a lot of chronic pain patients, and one of my people was on a fentanyl patch, and it quit working. So, what a physician says is, we'll just use 2 patches, double your dose. Well, when they doubled the dose, no one investigated why did it quit working. They just doubled the dose. But the psychogenic, the mental effects of that high dose were intolerable. They felt like they were hallucinating. So what we did is we cleared functional anti-fentanyl. In other words, what was blocking the fentanyl from getting into the cell? Took one treatment, they went back to their previous load of medication with good clinical results. So important scan, any one of our quantum techniques practitioners can do this for you. I think this really explains a lot of natural aging, is that over time, man-made things, medications, plastic residues, heavy metals, all the stuff in the environment, as well as viruses, start blocking those cell surface receptors, and your body can't actually use the hormones it's producing. So if you're having trouble, call Quantum Techniques, ask for the cell surface receptor treatment. Blessings from Maui.